everyone, it's Kiki and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be working with clay again. I know it hasn't been that long, but I have tools and I have clay so I can work with it. Clay is really one of the mediums that I want to get more into. It's just hard because a lot of the projects that I want to do take a long time to do. So I have to be careful and really time manage, which is nice. Today I'm going to be working on another Christmas gift for my grandma, and it includes this fake plant. She really likes these little gnome guys where their hats are like down over their face and all you can see is their nose and their beard. And I think they're pretty cute too, so my idea is to sculpt a little gnome looking like he's taking care of the plants. So I'm gonna have him with like his hands on the bowl or something like that. Maybe attempt to make like a little watering pail next to him and make it all cute and thematic. So yeah, let's hop into the sculpting and see if I can make an adorable little gnome for my grandma. So I started off with the armature. I kind of wish I hadn't done it the way I did, which was make the leg portion long enough to sit into the base that I was creating. I kind of wish I made him separate to the base and then like glued him on, just because it would have made it easier to create his boots. But at the same time, you know, the boots still came out really cute. I'm really happy with them, and it did work. So, you know, and it's all attached, so just have to make sure my grandma knows not to pick it up by him, because he did end up cracking a little bit. I glued it, but you know, there's still that chance of him breaking again. But the gray mat there I put down, it's actually a cutting board thing for like sewing and stuff, but I noticed the last time I did clay when I was doing the Legend of Zelda one, it was really hard to see what I was doing in the video because my desk is also white, so I figure if I put the mat down it'll make it a little bit easier to see what I'm doing most of the time. So that's why that's there. It's now a complete disaster, but I need to get like an actual clay mat. Yes, there was some bumps along the way. This is my first time ever creating a humanoid figure. I've, you know, done the Kiklis, and I've done like a little dragon, and I've done, you know, Bill Cipher, but I've never done a person, so that was interesting. But I'm very happy with how he turned out. I like his little tubby belly and his stubby little legs and his little boots. The biggest thing I had an issue with was the arms. I didn't notice until I was putting the hands on after I had already done like a pre-bake thing. I made his arms too long, so like his one arm that I have like up, it looked like an orangutan arm on himself. It was really long and out of place and weird. Like the other one was fine, but that one was like awkward. I managed to figure it out. I sort of filled out his side a little bit more and bulked up part of the arms and adjusted how I had the hand. I made the hand look a little bit shorter, and adding the cuff in around the glove also helped with the look of the size of the arm as well. I'm also very happy with my hands, my little mitts that I gave him. They're very cute. The entire time that I was working on the sculpture, I was trying to figure out exactly what colors I was going to do him, because I honestly had no idea what colors to do him as. And I honestly didn't even settle on colors until I was actually like putting them on him. A lot of the stuff I did was sort of like afterthought stuff. Like on the base, I added in a patch of grass and I make 2 little rocks. There is a real rock on here. I found it at my local Renaissance fair. It's actually called a peacock rock.
it's a thing. It's more amusing to me because we keep sending each other peacocks. Well, not sending each other, giving each other. But yeah, so it's a peacock rock, and then I tried to mimic it both in like the jaggedness of the rock, which I didn't quite manage to get. The ones I made were a little bit too round. But the color was also mostly what I was trying to mimic, and I sort of kind of did, but it could have been better. I didn't have the right blues or purples. But they still turned out really good, and I like them, and I'm very happy with my water pail. Once I put the bit of his shirt on at the bottom there, it really started to like come together for me visually, because while he was all just like one big blob, I'm like, this looks weird, his legs are weird, and it's like, and then I put the shirt on and it gave him that division line, and I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere. So yeah, doing the beard was difficult because I didn't know how to do it. There was a bunch of different ways I was thinking I could do it, and the one I tried, it ended up being too heavy, so I had to completely scrap it and start over. And then the second one I tried actually worked pretty well. I could have probably filled out the underneath a little bit more, but I didn't, just because I didn't want it to end up too heavy. But overall, I'm really happy with how he turned out and how I got like the wrinkles in the clothes and the textures of everything, and yeah. I did notice once I got to the painting part, it was just sort of like a thought that occurred to me. When I'm doing digital art, my pictures tend to be very vivid and vibrant and saturated, even if I try to make them not. But then when I do traditional mediums, especially paint, it always ends up being fairly desaturated, and the colors are much darker and earthier, and I like, even when I was actually trying to make this one a little bit brighter, and I don't know, it's weird. It was just kind of a weird realization. But yeah, I'm very happy with the result, and I hope you'll stick around through the rest of the video to see the end.
he's all done. Look at him. He's so cute with his little butterflies and his little rocks. I'm really happy with how it came out, and I really hope that my grandmother likes him as well. He took a little bit longer than I was expecting to, but I guess that's what happens when you push yourself to do things that you're not used to doing. It tends to take a little longer than you expect. But I'm really happy with how he came out, and I'm happy with the amount of detail that I put into him. Even for the time crunch that I was in to get him done, I still think he came out really well. If you also enjoyed the artwork, then please hit the like button, and if you would like to continue joining me on my arty journey, then please hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you around. So, until the next one, bye.